Bengal Satta Bazaar, India's most closely watched informal betting market for political and electoral outcomes, has released its current seat predictions for the ongoing state assembly elections with West Bengal showing the tightest contest in recent memory. Currently, the betting market predicts 158 to 161 seats for the TMC, 127 to 130 for the BJP, and about 4 to 6 seats for the Indian National Congress. The tight market call shows the TMC crossing majority, but only just, with BJP at its strongest ever projected showing in the state. With that, let's take you through the current prediction, how these predictions have fared previously, and the amount of money pumped into the market through these bettings. Let's go across to our plasma screens. What is the Satta Bazaar predicting for these elections in Bengal? Out of the 294 seats, the majority mark is 148. The TMC is slated, as per the Satta market predictions, to get about 158 to 161, well above the majority mark. BJP is well short of it, 127 to 130, and Congress just getting 4 to 6 seats this time, especially as it's contesting all the seats in West Bengal, the Congress. Let's also take a look at what the Satta Bazaar predictions were previously in the last elections. Let's take a look at what was predicted during the Bihar Assembly elections, which is 243 seats, and a majority mark there is 122. It predicted for BJP to get 68 to 70, and BJP and RJD, of course, were contesting against each other. For the JDU, it said 58 to 60, BJP and JDU who were in alliance, and for the Congress polled about 13 to 50. The result, let's take a look. 68 to 70 was predicted. It was much higher than that for the BJP, got around 89 seats precisely. RJD also, it's not comparable really. The final tally was 25, and for the JDU, again, much different from what was predicted. 85 seats were predicted. Congress had 5. Congress also got much less. So the final results were starkly different from what the Satta Bazaar predictions really were in Bihar Assembly election 2025. Then let's also take a look at Delhi, which has 70 seats and has a majority number of 36, the halfway mark. That needs to be achieved. For the BJP, it was predicted that it will get between 29 and 31 seats. It got much more than that, 48 seats. BJP, of course, sprung to power in the national capital. The Aam Aadmi Party, that was slated to secure 37 to 39 seats, lost that election to the BJP and got 22 seats. Congress, as predicted, got no seats in Delhi. So again, these predictions are much different from what the results actually were. We're giving you a real-time data of what was predicted and what actually happened. Let's also then take a look at Maharashtra elections that were there in 2024. Maharashtra has 288 seats, and 145 is the majority mark that a party needs to achieve to take over Maharashtra. Mahayuti, the alliance with the Shiv Sena and Bharatiya Janata Party, and the NCP of Ajit Pawar got 120 to 130 was the prediction. It actually got 235 seats, right, claiming majority there and taking power. MVA, which is the opposition alliance of Shiv Sena, Sharad Pawar and the Congress Party, it got it was predicted to get 150 to 60, but got only 50 seats. For the others, 5 to 10 was predicted. It wasn't even in that range, was much less. So once again, we are seeing that the predictions were much different from the real numbers. Then how much money is actually going in this business? For the Lok Sabha elections of 2019, 15,000 crore 15,000 crore money was put in this betting market ahead of the assembly election, ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, pardon me. Then if we take a look at the state assembly polls that took place in 2021 in Bengal, Assam, Puducherry, Keralam and Tamil Nadu, the same states that are seeing election now, 25,000 crore rupees were invested in this betting market for the assembly elections of these 5 states particularly. Then in 2022, when UP, Punjab, Goa, Manipur and Uttarakhand went to elections, again 1,000 crore rupees. Of course, these are much smaller states in size. 1,000 crore rupees was still invested in the Satta Bazaar. And then moving ahead, let's also take a look at how much money was put in this betting market in 2023 assembly elections when Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana, Chhattisgarh and Mizoram went to polls. 7 to 8,000 crore rupees. You can take a sense, viewers, how much money is actually going into this market. It's informal, it's not recognized. Still, and for the Lok Sabha election, 8 to 9 lakh crore rupees. Compare this to the amount of money that was invested in the 2021 Lok Sabha election. In 2024 elections 2 years ago, about 8 to 9 lakh crore rupees was invested in this betting market for the assembly and the Lok Sabha elections. Let's in fact discuss now this with the political analyst Harsh Dahiya, who is joining me in the conversation. Firstly, thanks very much for joining us, Harsh, and for speaking to us. So much money goes into the market, the Satta Bazaar, but help our viewers understand how it operates despite and attracts so much attention despite actually being informal.
Kirti ji, first of all, as a citizen of this country and as a lawyer, I wouldn't pay much heeds to the Satta Bazaar. But that is a sad reality that it operates in the country. Having said that, I don't trust these Satta Bazaar or the betting scenarios much. But yeah, means as we have seen previously that they have given somewhat a picture of how the results are going to be. These Satta markets, I guess they operate all across the country, but there are specific regions in Rajasthan whose Satta markets are much more famous, and they are believed to deliver like much more exact results when it comes to the Indian elections. And these are informal, and there should be curb on it. The government time and again puts some curbs on it, but they are underground markets, they are informal, so it is very difficult to control. And they sometimes give you not much of a clear picture, but like somewhat an idea how the election performance of these different parties are gonna be. But if we come to the exact results, like they have been predicted by these SATA markets, like you were showing to your viewers earlier, that previously these SATA markets have predicted something, but surprisingly, BJP's performance has been much better than what was expected even by these SATA markets, which usually get some results close by. So this time as well, they're predicting that the performance of BJP is going to be good. But I would like to go one step ahead and say that the BJP's performance in Assam and Bengal is going to outperform even these SATA markets.
Okay. All right, sure. What are the broad trends that you're looking at for this year's assembly elections?
Kirti, I was on a show on your channel just last night, and I had predicted that in Bengal, BJP is going to be easily around 200 and TMC would be around 90. And in Assam, I feel BJP is going to do a clean sweep in the state of Assam. But just to give out a conservative figure, I am predicting that BJP would be somewhere between 90 to 100, and Congress-led alliance would be somewhere around 30, 36. But this is me being conservative. Otherwise, I feel that Assam is going to be a clean sweep. And in Bengal, when it comes to Bengal, then Bengal, I feel that the atmosphere has changed drastically over the last 1 or 2 months. What
Are
has
these your
happened is,
personal predictions? Or are
yeah,
you
these are my
speaking for the
personal
trends?
personal predictions, nothing to do with
Okay.
the SETA market.
All right.
Shouldn't be bet upon.
Sure.
Yeah. So my personal predictions by the means of me talking to people on ground, I'm talking to people from BJP who are working there on ground. I'm talking to my friends in Congress, in TMC, and other regional parties who are working on ground, and then some journalists as well. And the reports that are coming, BJP has put in a lot of effort in Bengal. What seemed up like a very difficult election 3 4 months prior is now turning out to be a very good election for the BJP. As the first phase has gotten over, the trends would start coming in, and then we would see that the BJP's performance is going to be exceptional in Bengal. My prediction being that BJP would get somewhat around 190 to 200 seats in Bengal, and TMC would be around 90. And even if I go very conservative on this, then I feel BJP will definitely cross the majority mark. And the reasons I give for that are very plain and simple. It's that people have been fed up with the bad governance of Mamata Banerjee, and then the law and order situation in the state, the women's safety issue, and the decreasing jobs in the state, and then plus to add to it, how the industries have left West Bengal. That is not playing really well for Mamata Didi.
Yes.
And the
Okay.